boys for that captivating performance. Continuing with the formal session, may I now invite on stage the principal of the school, Dr. R. Bhattacharjee, for the formal welcome address.
I welcome each and every one of this auditorium to my school, which is completing to start a new school and to close 100 years is nothing more than something which is a blessing for us by God. So once again, thank you for each and everyone for coming to this program. Before I begin today's joyous moment, I would like to take opportunity to thank and welcome our Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Guest of Honor, Shri Sangma, Education Minister of Meghalaya, special guest, Shri Padma Shri Manas Chaudhary, who is our helping hand in many ways. I welcome you, sir. President of our Managing Committee, Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay, members of our Managing Committee, principals of different schools, all retired principals and staff of our school, special invited Mrs. Strimlet Docker, media personals, my dear colleagues and my fellow students. Today, as we all gather to witness once in a lifetime opportunity to celebrate the 100th year of our school, we should take pride into the history of the school and the vision of our founding members. The vision to impart knowledge and enlighten the young minds has been the sole driving force, and because of which we have reached here today. As we come to the end of century or year-long celebration, we promise to begin another 100 years of journey towards with more glory and prosperity. Thank you each and everyone once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The opening ceremony of the centenary celebrations last year had brought forth the centenary logo, a brainchild of our student Gyanesh Roy Bhome. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a very brief presentation on the logo in the words of the creator about his creation.
Good morning, respected principal, vice principals, and respected teachers. Let me share with you my vision by creating this logo is inspired by my past experiences and love of the world. The Diya and the inner flame serve the light of knowledge. That's our destiny. The palms have been nurtured by every day through valuable education and the fresh guidance of Tamasama Shuddha. Moreover, the path symbolizes the bond between the past and the present, the future and the birth. The golden leaves envision the laurels achieved with progress with eternity. The school journey has definitely reached a landmark, but not the same. I hope you all like my vision and the road I have taken. Thank you.
Thank you, Gyanesh, for that befitting tribute to your alma mater. God bless you. May I now invite on stage the President of the School Managing Committee, Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay, for his address to the August gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Chief Guest of this function, Shri Conrad, Sangma, Honorable Education Minister, Shri Rakam Seva, Guest of Honor, and special guest, Shri Padma Shri Manoj Chaudhary. Our leading personality here, Dr. Partho Chaudhary, is the DHS, retired DHS of Meghalaya. Professor Manotush Chakraborty, Vice Principal of St. Edmund's College, he is also member of the Managing Committee. Mr. Kamana Mohan Dev, he is also was a registrar in Sikkim University. He was a student in Whitehall. There, Navabhattacharya is our friend. He always helps us. He comes to this hour, silently sitting here, Inspector School. We used to call her Inspector, now District School Education Officer also could come today to make it convenient. Leading personalities of our area, moreover, leading personalities of Shillong, all respected principals of all these schools, and our teaching faculty of other schools. So it is a very proud moment for us today to observe this closing ceremony of the Centenary celebration. Centenary, our ex-principals also I have seen has come, here Shekhar Das, G.K. Das, and our Rida Ghosh, Vice Principal, also is present here. So we are, our complete that we Shobhijit Chaudhary, Advanced College Professor, also has come. So we are very happy that we got all this in the closing ceremony of the function. We had a strong desire to get Chief Minister in one of the functions of this centenary celebration. Our Chief Minister in 2018, he took over the charge of Chief Minister at the age of 40. A dynamic and visionary Chief Minister of the country. So we expected him at least one occasion, either inauguration or in the closing ceremony he will come. And we contacted Navabhattacharya and he tried best for the inauguration day, but he failed. But today we are very happy that he could make it convenient to come, but that he will come for some period only 1 hour time. So I was told to speak very little, so I will confine myself with few words only. But it has grown up in such a way. It has become a very important institution of Meghalaya, and I will read out few lines from the ex-alumnus of this school, Shri Bengalee Goswami. He has told that we have got this, this institution is different in all work. It has got a very rich tradition. And his words I am mentioning here. He is the author. He wrote a book which everybody of you know it. Uttarakhand was very popular book. What was popular in the taken over all the northeast. Teachers would always find it hard to keep the wool. So I thought when he had to read it here, he has mentioned on the 50th year of statehood that development has no meaning if it is not inclusive. Every citizen must be equal, must have equal stakeholder in the process. So we are committed to include all sections of the society and facilitate in their physical and social well-being. So this is a very visionary statement. It inspired all of us. And on that day when I saw they have mentioned that most illustrious political leader of Northeast of India, Conrad Sangma is the son of illustrious that politician E.A. Sangma. And he has stated that development has no meaning if it is not inclusive. So we believe and we hope that we will be going forward, but our capital is that we have got a network with the alumni of the school. And this alumni is taking interest in the school. And alumni, many of them are members of the managing committee and serving the institution. So our network with alumni is our another asset for the institution. And we believe this institute will go forward in future. Many more things is to be done. As our Honorable Education Minister last time was mentioning, do you have smart class? Do you have this or not? He is very kind, and he was telling you have to update, and you will not be able to compete with the modern day if you do not update your institution. So we will follow that. We will hear today because Honorable Education Minister is also present, and Honorable former Education Minister Manoj Chaudhary also there. So we will hear from them from horse's mouth today. It is a fortunate occasion. And moreover, I am failing my duties if I do not mention our principal, vice principal, then Devashish Chakraborty, another vice principal, Sanchita Chakraborty, and Sagar Chaudhary. All these people, the way they work so hard to make this occasion successful. So I thank all of them for this, for the good performance for observing our centenary celebration. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all of you for coming to this.
Thank you, sir, for always being the pillar of strength and support that you are. Our next presentation is a flute recital by Aryabhas Kharsinthu, student of class 11 science. Thank you so much, Ariusbeth, for making our minds rewind and go back to the days of the pastoral world of serenity and calm. To continue with the formal session of the program, I would like to request our chief guest, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Education Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Rakam A. Sangma, Padma Shri Shri Manas Chaudhary, President School MC Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay, with our Principal of the school, Dr. R. Bhattacharjee, to kindly come up and take their seats on the dais. I would like to request our volunteers to kindly escort our dignitaries to the dais. Lighting the ceremonial lamp to mark the sanctity and auspiciousness of any occasion has long been a tradition at Laban, Bengalee boys. Today, to mark lighting of the ceremonial lamp by our esteemed dignitaries, made further meaningful with the resonating chants of the hymn that stands as the motto of the school, lead us from darkness to light. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. May I request our dignitaries to kindly do the honors. As the ceremonial lamp is being lighted, we have now before you the chanting of the hymn that marks Thank you. Team Laban Bengali Boys stands eternally grateful and indebted to our esteemed dignitaries, and as a gesture of our gratefulness, Principal of the school, Dr. R. Bhattacharjee, will felicitate our chief guest, Shri Conrad A. Sangma, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, the guest of honor, Shri Rakam A. Sangma, the Honorable Education Minister of Meghalaya, Padma Shri Shri Manas Chaudhary, in the presence of the President of the school, Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay. A humble felicitation on behalf of the school. So we remain indebted to all of you for being a part of our celebrations. It means the world to us. Thank you, sir. Our guest of honor, Honorable Sri Education Minister. Thank you so much, sir. Padma Shri Manas Chaudhary. Thank you, sir. Gratitude and thankfulness being the hallmark of any celebration, as a step further towards the culmination of the historic occasion, we now have the release of the Centenary Sovereign, our humble effort at documentation of the school's 100-year journey, and the release of the book by Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay, a book edited and researched from his vast storehouse of experience as a former Director of Higher and Technical Education, Government of Meghalaya, and present President, Managing Committee, Laban Bengalee Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, as I invite our esteemed Chief Guest, Shri Conrad A. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Meghalaya, Guest of Honor, Honorable Education Minister, Shri Rakam A. Sangma, Padma Shri Sri Manas Chaudhary, to do the honors of releasing our centenary souvenir and Dr. Chattopadhyay's book. But, ladies and gentlemen, a moment of contemplation as the cover page of our precious souvenir voices its thoughts.
The cover page of the Centenary Souvenir marks the journey from yesterday to today, with the Centenary logo as the connecting bridge between the two. The motto of the school, Tamasoma Jogi Ganaya, encircling the logo with the light of knowledge, our Jogi, thus eternally beginning.
That is the cover page, which was speaking to all of us, ladies and gentlemen, about what the cover page is all about. It marks the transition of the school from yesterday to today, with the logo, Centenary logo, being the connecting bridge between the past and the present. Thank you so much, dignitaries, and now we have the release of the book edited by the President, Managing Committee, Dr. S.K. Chattopadhyay. A book researched and documented by Sir with all his reports and experience as the DPI, former DPI of Government of Meghalaya. A proud moment for all of us here at the Bengalee Boys. We salute Sir's dedication and research that has gone behind the release of this book. Thank you so much, our esteemed dignitaries. Moving on with the program, may I now invite our esteemed guest of honor, Shri Conrad Sangma, Honorable Education Minister of Meghalaya, to kindly share his thoughts with us. Sir, please.
I have not seen our headman also has come today. Headman Edward is a friend philosopher of the school. Always he helps us in managing everything. So I have not seen him today. He has come, but he always comes with his group of other members of the Darbar. So today he is sitting in the corner. So thank you so much for your coming, sir.
Very good morning. I'll be very short today. Honorable Chief Minister, Sir Conrad K. Sangma, Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, and with us, Honorable former Education Minister and Padma Shri, Sir Manas Chaudhary, and here with us the President and the Principal, the dignitaries, inviters, and the teachers, and all my dear students and ladies and gentlemen. Not only we celebrate the double century of Virat Kohli and KL Rahul against Pakistan, we also celebrate 100 years of this very glorious Laban Bengalee Boys Higher Secondary School today. On behalf of the Education Department, Government of Meghalaya, and on my behalf, on this auspicious occasion, I bring my greetings and my best wishes to all the family of this beautiful schools. On this very auspicious occasion, it will be injustice not to remember the pioneers, the founders of this beautiful school. My friends, in last 100 years journey, we might have walked through all different kind of roads and different kind of ways. But however, the greatest things today to remember is what a former Lok Sabha Speaker, Sir P.A. Sangma, is always used to say. The greatest asset on the earth to share and to give your children is not the gold, it's not the silver, it's not the money, it's not any wealth on the earth. But it is the education that the greatest asset, the biggest and the most value asset on the earth to give to the children, to the community, and to the nation. I think this is what in the last 100 years this institution has done for many millions and thousands people. And I believe many has in different position today the product of this school. Just to carry on the mission, I'm happy to stand in front of our Honorable former Education Minister, and are in front of Honorable Chief Minister today. Our Honorable Chief Minister today, his vision is to take Meghalaya forward, to make Meghalaya one of the best states in the country. But having said so, it is not the economy, it is not the policy, it's not the law and order, it's nothing else, but it is the education sector which will really will lead to the achievement of this visit. I believe education under his leadership, the Meghalaya is going to be one of the best education scenario system in the country in the days to come. Therefore, I want to request each one of us, let us shoulder this responsibility. I want to invite all the expert academicians, institutions, and all the faculty members. Let us be the pillar of this mission. Let us make this state the glorious and one of the unique state in the country. Let the education system of this state, Laban Bengalee Boys High Secondary School, has opened up the house of knowledge. I believe millions has already been blessed by this institution. I would like to request each one of you today, let that legacy left behind to us. Let us the light be shining to be the shining to be continued, and let us continue to share and the chains of responsibility to be transferred to the generation coming behind us. May God bless each one of you. And on next 100 years journey, my best wishes to each one of you, and to my young friends, and to everybody. Please continue to make these institutions proud. May the glory of the institutions continue to shine to each one of us, and let the beauty of this state and let the beauty of this country be shine, and that begins to flow like a stream from these institutions. Thank you. God bless each one of you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of vision, wisdom, and encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, the year 2022, when we began our centenary celebrations, has been adorned with bountiful showering of God's blessings, as the boys secured the coveted first to rank in the science stream and third and seventh in the commerce section. However, this year, as an icing on the cake, our boys rewarded our effort by bagging the prized first and fourth ranks in both science and commerce. To recognize and honor our proud toppers of 2023, we have a small round of felicitation where I want to request our esteemed chief guest, Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad K. Sangma, to kindly felicitate our young achievers. First position in 12 science. Arnab is pursuing his BTech in Pilani, and yesterday, last night, when he saw the decoration, the school building illuminated, his leader said, "You look great, my sanctuary." That's the love that our boys have for our school. Arnab's mother being felicitated, proud mother of Arnab Dagda, who had bagged highest marks in physics, chemistry, and computer science. Shubham Das, next, fourth position holder of science stream. Shubham's marks in maths was the highest with 100 on 100. Thank you so much, Shubham, for giving us this day. Thank you. May I now invite on stage Rishabh Purkaisto, the topper of commerce stream. Rishabh's scores goes thus: 100 in business studies, 100 in entrepreneurship, 99 in accountancy, and maths 95. That's a topper. Fourth position from Commerce Street, Akshat Das. May we have you on stage, please? Proud moment, come up. The stage is all yours. Thank you so much, esteemed dignitaries. And now coming to the highlight of the program, we are all eager to hear few words from our Honorable Chief Guest, Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad Sangma, of course, an orator par excellence. Please, sir.
A very good morning to everyone. Our respected Education Minister, Shri Rakam Sangma, our former Education Minister, Padma Shri Manas Chaudhary ji, our principal of the school, the president of the managing committee, the other members of the managing committee, the staff, teaching and non-teaching, the alumni of the school, officials of the education department, students of the school, our headmen of the locality, and all my dear friends who are here to participate of Laban Bengalee Boys Higher Secondary School. At the very outset, I would like to first of all apologize. I had to really squeeze in the program because you're aware that I have multiple programs today. In fact, but I chose to come here instead of going there because I had committed I'll come here. And though both the subjects are equally 5,000 touching at the highest, and we are at 15,000. Teachers will be roughly about 18,000 to 22,000, and we are at 55,000. So the kind of spread that we have in terms of the number of schools is huge, level that we would want it to be. Now, can we reduce the schools? Of course not. It's a challenge. But how do you work with such a large number of schools? In fact, having schools that some of them, to be very, very frank with you, is teaching in those schools. You won't believe it. There are such schools in our state. There are some schools that government supports, but for 3 to 4 years to 5 years, not a single in grant in aid to be given to them. And again, as I said, these are challenges which are there already in front of us, and the question of us moving forward. Now today, the new education policy, a big debate going on in the newspapers and issues, and every day something or the other coming out. And as you're aware, it is a holistic policy. It focuses on developing the cognitive and thinking capacity of students. It realizes that it has to be a holistic and not just an academic-based education. It stresses on skill development and multidisciplines. It realizes that we must ensure that a student comes out to be overall a holistically, more broad thinking student rather than just being focused on one discipline. And hence it's a very important aspect. And I was telling one audience one day that the education system that I had the opportunity to study in, which was in the United States, was exactly this in 1995. So that's like 30 years back. Other developed nations have already been working in models like these. And we are doing this now. So it is about time. It's in fact quite late, but it's never, better late than never. And hence it is something that we need to move into. Well, it requires every college now to start and have multidisciplines. So if you're a commerce college, well, you have to start arts, you have to start science, you have to have different, which means more classrooms, which means more teachers, which means more infrastructure required. At the same time, the courses are changing from a 3-year course to 4 years course, and hence every semester system, the syllabus will change, and now the syllabus has to be adopted. The lecturers and teachers have to adopt to that new syllabus, and the timings have to change. Syllabus also in some areas are still in the phase of being finalized. So it's a process that's going on. But all of this will also require huge investments to be made. I was just sharing with our honorable former education minister, Shri Manas Chaudhary, he was asking me, what about the NEP? I said, we have to do it. But there are challenges. It requires funds. He asked me, well, what kind of funds are required? I said, well, it's difficult to say right now because obviously the needs are quite large, but even if we were to be conservative in our numbers, we are looking at 400 to 500 crores to be invested and running expenditure of 300 crores plus, which we need to invest for us to be able to transit into a proper NEP system, which of course we have to commit, we have to move forward, but it may not be possible just to do it, say, within this month or this next 2 months. So it's a process which we're doing and moving forward. And hence education is a very complex subject as we move forward. But the good news is that in almost all these fronts, the state government has actually started taking very, very large and concrete steps. I won't go into everything because I think this is not the right platform. I think it's a happy moment. So I don't want to spoil the happy moment by giving you all the depressing news and the challenges that we go through every day, every morning, every afternoon, every evening. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's moving forward. We are being able to slowly move towards improving the overall education system. And there are many steps, like for example, the commission that we have just put up. We realized that is it possible for us to work and rationalize our schools in such a manner that there are some schools which have 2 teachers and 300 students, and there are some schools which have 10 students and 4 teachers. Is it possible to rationalize the teachers and put them in different locations? Yes, there will be a bit of heartburn and transfer and political pressure that no, this teacher is my political supporter. We have to bear all of that pressure and go ahead with our decision because we need to do things. And I have realized in the process, and I think a lot of people, elders are here, you will agree with me, that when you know what you want to do in your life, and students must know this, when you know what you want to do, and when you're clear in your vision and in your thought process, and when you know what your target is, 90% of your decisions are made for you. So it is very important in life, in an organization, in governance, to know what you want to do. And decisions are made according to that. Now I'll tell you why. You look at education. Many a times in education, decisions were made because of what? And for what? It was made because politicians were pressurizing a lot. No, you have to get this school under ad hoc grant because this is my voter. You have to transfer this teacher because he worked against me. You have to change this managing committee because they are not in my favor. So on and so forth. So political decisions sometimes led the education department's decision making. Sometimes the managing committee's desires led to the decision making. Sometimes the teacher's desires, what is good for the teacher, led to the decision making of many government decisions that were taken. And I strongly feel that while all of these are important, we cannot neglect them. In the last 50 years, we actually forgot that the center of all of this is actually the student. What is good for the student? The decision that I am taking today, is it going to make a difference, diverted from our political leaders? If we can all focus on this simple fact, I'll tell you, you will see a huge change in education. So sometimes we get diverted by a lot of pressure and people putting dharna here and halla here, that MLA coming and telling me this to do, that to do. I think these are things, of course, are important, again, undermining them. But I think somewhere along the line we need to realize that the crux is the students out here. And our decisions should be driven by what is good for them. And this is what the mindset that has changed in the education department in the last 5 years, 6 years, where we have started focusing on what is right for the student. We are putting the student at the center of our decision making. I've asked education, whatever decisions you make, just keep one simple policy in mind. Keep the student at the center. And I think these are aspects that we have focused on. Education, as I said, is seeing a huge change, whether it is the infrastructure, you won't believe it. For the last 50 years, there are some schools that have never been repaired ever. It's a government schools. There are 2,500 government LP schools, out of which about 800 of them did not have windows, did not have roofs, did not have doors, and students used to study with umbrellas in their hands sitting on the desk, I tell you. This is or was the sad story of our state. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just telling you facts. And I'm happy to tell you that government of Meghalaya was actually collecting cess for education in the last 10-15 years. Roughly about 70-80 crores, maybe touching about 100 crores depending on the year. And this money that was collected, this cess money, was never used for education. You won't believe it. Never. It was only in 2019 when I was sitting one day and saying that, look, why don't we put up a cess or something for education? Then one of the finance people told me, so it's already there. Friends, I won't take much time. I'm already at my 12:10, and as I said, I have my program at 12:30 in the other location. This is one thing I want to tell the students, which will start and be very important for you. Always, it's a good thing. Be disciplined and maintain time. I try to be on time every time. I think 99% of the time I succeed. 1% of course is always up and down. I think it's a good thing. It makes life easy for everyone, and more importantly, it brings you to know and value time, which is, as we all know, the greatest resource because it never comes back. And therefore, I think it's important for you to be disciplined, be on time. If you follow these steps, I'll tell you, it will help you a lot in your life in the future, whether it's education, your schooling time, the job, family, whatever you do in life. So maintain time. I think it's a good thing. Be on time. Use time properly. And I wish you all the best. You're getting a great platform to really shine in today's world. We as I really want to speak a lot, you can make out. I want to speak a lot, but it's just because the time. These next 5 years really is something that I'm really looking forward to. It's really exciting time for our state. And you will see as we move along the kind of investments and the kind of programs that we have set and the targets we have set for our state. In the last 5 years and this next 5 years, stability in the government allows policy making to be implemented in the correct manner. And that kind of opportunity that we're getting now to do things is a great opportunity, I feel, for our state. And hence the policy and foundations we have laid in the last 5 years, this is the time to now build on those foundations, which with what we are doing. Exciting projects like the new secretariat is going to come up. We are going to be laying the foundation and starting the construction in the month of January for it. We are having multiple parking lots that are going to come out, for parking lots of almost about 3,000 to 4,000 vehicles throughout the state, throughout the Shillong city. We'll find a program which I've already announced. We'll be having a beautiful Unity Park that's going to come out right where Barek is right now, the PWD complex. 15,000 seaters, what we expect in the next 4 to 5 years before this is completed. And hence, many such exciting projects. 3 medical colleges going to come up, so on and so forth. So there are a lot of things that are there, and I'm not talking just in terms of speech. We are talking after doing our homework for the last 2-3 years, and we are on the verge now of starting these projects. And it's going to be exciting time for Shillong, for everybody. As the President has mentioned, this is a government that believes in inclusiveness. And when we say that, it's not just about one location like Shillong City or Tura, but it is really ensuring that we cut across farmers, women's self-help groups, the youth, the entrepreneurs, the different societies, communities who are here. Our effort is to carry everybody along and to come out with programs, policies that will help and support all different sections of society. So it's a lot of things that are happening. Maybe someday we'll take more time and I'll share about the economic policies that we have. Honorable Minister here was saying that economic policy and law and order is not important, education is important. He's saying that because he's education minister. But I will disagree on that to a bit extent that all of them are important, I should say. We need law and order, we need economic policy making, we need the development, investments, and of course the base of all of this is the manpower that we have. And the manpower comes because of the education system that we create. And hence, obviously, there's a point in what he's saying, but we need to see a holistic plan. And I hope that with this holistic plan, we'll be able to take our state forward. So enough of my speech. I think come back to our centenary celebration. And really, again, congratulations to all of you. Let me assure you again, I am happy to help the school in whatever way possible. I would urge the managing committee, the principal, to have discussions with the Honorable Minister. We may not be able to do everything that you would want, but I assure you that we are with you to support you in your endeavor to take our state and our society and our youth forward. And the great work that you're doing, I congratulate all of you, and I wish you for the past 100 years, and I wish you the very best for the next 100 years. And I keep telling everybody, always have a large goal and a large plan for the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 50 years. Where would you like to see the Laban boys, Bengalee boys higher secondary school in the next 50 years? What would be your vision? I ask myself, where would I see Meghalaya in the next 50 years? When 2072 comes, where would Meghalaya be? I think it's important because that is what's going to push us to take those tough decisions and move aggressively today and lay the foundation stones today, or foundations today for that future. So I really hope and wish that the leaders of the school will take those decisions, have a vision of where you would like to see education and the school go in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, maybe even 50 years. And I hope and wish you all the best for that, and assure you of all my support to ensure that you're able to achieve those goals. I wish all of you the very best. May God bless each and every one of us, and may God bless our beautiful state of Meghalaya. Kublai Shibun, Matela, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for understanding us, recognizing our effort, and for being the visionary Chief Minister that you are. We are certain that under your guidance, our beloved state Meghalaya will grow from strength to strength, and we will all indeed be proud inhabitants dwelling in this mesmerizing Meghalaya. Thank you so much, sir. And with this, I would like to request our dignitaries to please take their seats in the auditorium. We come to the end of the first session. We have a tea break now. So we'll have we come to the end of the first session of the program. We have a small tea break of half an hour, after which we will be back with the second session of the program, and the formal vote of thanks will be delivered right at the end of the program. But of course, yes, that will have to be in absentia. But needless to say, sir, you know very well how humbly thankful we are to you for your presence and for not just squeezing in. You have given us time, sir, and we remain ever indebted to you. And of course, our Education Minister, sir, you will be around for some more time. Thank you, sir. So we have a small break, a very short break of say maybe 15-20 minutes, a tea break, after which we will be back with the second session. I would like to request our dignitaries will be leaving the auditorium. The others, I would like to request to please remain seated. To please remain seated for a while. as food packets and tea will be served in the hall.
অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট করবা আচ্ছা চলো চলো
Let him help. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, madam. Yeah.
Ask somebody some
Yeah, yeah,
student.
yeah.
I'll show Rashwan.
Education department suffers from something. We don't have
But हम तो ख्याल नहीं है.
Please to all that please come through.
Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, continue. Go. Oh, come quickly then.
Salt. No, she is strong. Nothing will happen.
Once in 100 years.
Okay, no? जो सनी तू ऑटो आ गया लाइव से
फोटो अच्छा
लाइव से
Hi sir. Okay, ma'am. आज नहीं हाँ कल परसों ठीक है
Let now let the Lord take it all, right? Such kind of is not tolerable. Let the Lord should be taken out because such kind of things was not expected, and such kind of things because should not have been expected, should not have been happened. So very like law should be strictly taken on so sometimes what happens is
there are no takers for the STEM buses, and then they have to be sent to the districts. So what is the reason behind, since the government had very with a lot of hope aimed at
it is like this. Yesterday we had a series of meetings with the department, with the officers of the state. So it is that they told us it's just like a pilot project. So the parents and the many students and the teachers are not well aware, as well as the parents are reserved on security, safety of the children. But since I've come to know that that the consideration that this was one of the the ideals and so innovative, and I feel that the parents and the students and the institutions come to know about this, I think they will be inspired, they will be convinced. I feel like maybe since this is in the middle of the year, we are
लाइव लाइव बोल रहा है इधर Shri Sajiriyo.
Really? Wow.
Oh, I see. एक घंटा 34 मिनिट
স্যার আমি যেগুলো ভিডিও আর ফটো উঠাইছি আমি আপনার পাঠাই আচ্ছা একজনে ফোন করিয়া কইছিলা যে মানে 90 ডিগ্রি বুঝে অ্যান্টি ক্লকওয়াইজ
ঘুরাইছি
ওটার লিগে ফোন করছিলাম
ক্যান্ডেল রকমই যায়
সুন্দরও দিয়ে গেছে
মেইন হাসি লাইভ
Yes, hello.
লাইভ স্যার একটু দেখি লাইন সব পুরানো স্টুডেন্টরা দেখবো তাহলে একদম এনার্জি সামনে চলে কাউকে নিব ভালো খাইছো নি
সব হয়েছে সব ভালো খুব ভালো প্রোগ্রাম আরো উন্নতি করে রাখে যাবে
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা লাইভ দেখতে পারবে ওর লাইভ যার আপনার ওখান দিয়ে পড়ছে হ্যাঁ স্যার লাইভ যার লাইভ আছে লাইভ যার ফটো না একটা ফটো তুলেছেন মোবাইল আছে
Can we have the volunteers here on the stage, please? Those volunteers who are on the stage.
Good afternoon. May I request all to kindly be seated in the auditorium so that we can start with the second session. May I request all to kindly be seated in the auditorium so that we can start with the second session.
hello.
We'll be starting with the second session now, which will be followed by a chorus from the teachers and students. Then we have the distribution of the highest marks in the board, and of course for students securing 85% and above. We have a dance from the lower primary section, dance by our school students of the junior section, followed by academic prizes, which will be again followed by a piano recital, with continuing with the academic prizes, and we'll have a cultural program which will be a Bhangra dance from our school students. And finally, we'll have the vote of thanks and the national anthem.
Hello.
Welcome back to the second session of the closing ceremony of the centenary celebrations of Laban Bengali boys. Some of our dignitaries have left with the closing of the first session, but we are delighted and we are honored to have our special invitees in our midst. And the program will not be befitting unless we recognize them and we appreciate them for being here with us as a part of our celebration. May I request our principal ma'am to kindly felicitate our special invitees. Ma'am, would you please felicitate our esteemed Novo Brato Bhattacharya. Novoda is always there with us whenever we need him amongst us. Just a phone call is enough for Novoda to be here. Novoda, may we have you on stage, please, for a humble round of felicitation. It's just a gesture of thankfulness and for your support for the future. Thank you so much, Novoda. God bless you always. But David, our neighbor, has always been there with a word of advice, with a suggestion, and he has become a part of Laban Bengali Boys. But David, please, we want you on the dais for a small token of recognition. We look forward to your support, David. Ma'am Streamlet Dakar, your name indeed needs no introduction. You are pride, especially where the women's community is concerned. And today, we recognize your achievement and we honor you as a part of the extended family of the Laban Bengali Boys. Thank you so much, ma'am. Barafil Wajwi, again, your name needs no introduction. Barafil Wajwi, he'll come back later, okay. Moving on, we have Basul, Headman Riyad Laban. Please come over to the dais for a humble round of felicitation. Thank you so much, Ba, for all the help. We stand humbled and privileged. Thank you, Ba. God bless you. And of course, our very own Ba Edward, Headman Laban Darbar. Edward, Headman Laban Darbar has always been a well-wisher. He has always been congratulating our boys, whether it's results or whether it's on achieving 100 years. Thank you, my Edward. God bless you. Devashi sir, is Barafil Wajri back? We'll have it later. Thank you, ma'am. So we'll move on with the program. We now have a chorus to be presented by the teachers and students of the school. And the gents teachers here, they are also ex-students of the school. Thank you all. The song means that, oh stranger, don't be afraid of darkness. Light the candle of hope and move ahead, because you have to cross the darkness and light will be yours. Thank you, teacher and student. Our next session is presentation of academic prizes. In the board finals conducted by MBOs this year, our boys have achieved highest marks in a number of subjects, and it is a tradition at Bengali boys that we honor the effort of the achievers who, with their effort and burning the candle at midnight, have secured the highest marks. May I request our esteemed guest of honor, Honorable Education Minister Shri A. Sangma, to kindly come up to the dais and give away the prizes to the boys who have achieved the highest marks. Starting with the science stream. In science stream, our topper, Arnab Dutta, scored 97 in physics, which is the board highest. So I would like to request Arnab Dutta's mother to please come up and claim the prize for her son. Arnab Dutta scored 97 in physics out of 100, which is the board highest. That's the prize for Arnab. Ma'am, please wait. Ma'am, please wait. Chemistry, once again, Arnab Dutta, and this time it's 99. 99 out of 100, board highest. Board highest, Arnab Dutta. Once again, computer science, it is Arnab Dutta, 98. 98 is the highest, and Arnab's overall percentage was 96 in board, and he was the topper in science stream. Next we have Shubham Das. Shubham Das, the fourth position holder, he scored 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100 in maths. Class 12 science. Thank you, Shubham, for giving us this day. Thank you. Shubham is pursuing, as obvious, maths honors from St. Anthony's College. All our very best to him. Next we have highest in Bengali, Tanmoy Paul. Tanmoy Paul scored the board highest in Bengali. Thank you so much, Tanmoy. Our best wishes. I would like to now invite on stage Reshab Purkaisto, the topper from Commerce Street. Reshab's marks go thus. Business studies 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100. That's the highest, obviously. Economics 93 out of 100. Get the highest. Of course, sir. We are not done yet. Entrepreneurship 100 out of 100. Reshab Purkaisto. Highest, and of course maths in commerce 95 out of 100, highest once again. In fact, Reshab scored a highest in 4 subjects out of the total of 5. That's absolutely brilliant. And I think I need to mention here that Reshab, being a commerce student, his total was 1 mark more than Arnab's. Yes, an extra round of applause for Reshab. Now we come to the distribution of awards, academic prizes, to the students of the secondary section who have scored 85% and above. May I invite on stage Gorish Roy Bhomik. Gorish Roy Bhomik, for being the topper in the SSLC section of our school. Gorish Roy Bhomik is pursuing science in class 11 in our school, and we expect much better from him in board finals of class 12. All the best, Gorish. Second, I would like to call Omio Das. Omio Das, a bright student. Our very best wishes for Omio, to be followed by Saurav Paul. Saurav Paul. Saurav Paul, if he's here. Tanmoy Paul. Tanmoy Paul. Tanmoy Paul is from higher secondary for scoring 85% and above. Saurav Paul is absent, sir, I think. So here we have Tanmoy Paul from higher secondary section. He did not get a position, but he scored 85% and above, which is no mean achievement. Abhishek Paul of higher secondary section. Kunal Das is absent. Abhishek Paul. Supal Devnath. Supal is a very bright student, and I think if he was a bit more sincere, he would have been among the top 10. Devapriya Dhar, his mother is here. Devapriya Dhar, and finally we have Deepraj Dey. Thank you, Deepraj Dey. He is absent, I believe. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite you to take your seat. Would like to read out some things if ma'am is here. Ma'am Streamlet Dakhar,
No signal. She left, I think.
May I request one of our volunteers to kindly see if Ms. Dakhar is around, because Principal Ma'am told me that she wanted to share her thoughts with us. She's coming, I guess.
Spark করে দেবো তো হ্যালো লাগাইছি এবার কটা গেছে কি ওখানে দেখো ওখানে
May I invite on stage Ma'am Streamlet? Ma'am wanted to share her thoughts or read out something on location probably. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much. In fact, I had to leave because of the very urgent meeting that I have committed, and I'm the chairperson for one inspection to Laban College. However, first of all, I should congratulate the Laban Bengalee Boys High Secondary School for having achieved the century, the 100 years of its existence. And as an educationist, as a teacher, I'm really, really very proud. And you know, what a joy to see, especially the achievements of all the students from this school. I used to remember, you know, a few years ago when my husband was the principal of Edmonds College, when I always asked him, can't you accommodate this student or that student? He would say, it's the marks who will accommodate them in any institution, the best institution ever. But then, however, for those people, for those students who are not able, you know, to go to the colleges with high fee structure, he would always suggest, go to Bengalee Boys High Secondary School. I'm so happy, you know, that this school has come up with flying colors. As our Honorable Chief Minister had already said, it's not only the glory of the school and of the college, but of the state of Meghalaya. So I have something to read out for you. This has been shared by my husband, Professor Dr. Silvanus Lamare, and in fact, he thought that he should also participate, not physically. He is now friends who I have the 100 years. I quote, 100 years of service to the youth. Congratulations to the people who came together to contribute towards education for the downtrodden, the people who could not afford education elsewhere, and you received quality education in Laban Bengalee Boys. The great contribution of the Bengalee community towards education needs to be recognized in our state. In the past, in every educational institution, the presence of teachers belonging to the Bengalee community is always seen. They taught and educate and trained youth, and today they are being replaced by local community. Today is the day to recognize and to pay homage to the visionaries who started the school 100 years ago, and I congratulate the present management along with the teachers who continue to work hard and keep flying high. I urge upon the school and all to join hand in achieving the motto, from ignorance to light. We are in the age of technology and information, yet we are ignorant of facts, and we really need light. Once again, congratulations, and keep up to your motto while giving service to youth and society at large. This is a message from Dr. Silvanus Lamare, former principal of St. Edmunds College. So on behalf of Dr. Silvanus Memory, and on my own behalf, I once again congratulate the school management, the president of the managing committee, Professor S.K. Chattopadhyay, and of course our Education Minister, Honorable Rakam A. Sangma. My friends, I've got here my very close friend Rita Ghosh, the Rangbashnong, the Dorbashnong, Sir Sagar Chaudhary, who my daughter also. Please study hard and let the predecessors guide you, and and also I congratulate you and all the teachers, the students, the staff and the non-teaching staff as well for making this day a very, very historic event today. So congratulations once again. Thank you, and please excuse me, I have to leave.
Thank you, ma'am. A humble salutation to Dr. Lamare. We feel privileged and humbled, and of course, we will continue our stride with such good wishes and blessings. God bless you and your family. Our next presentation is from the lower primary school, that is the beginning. They have a dance recital for you all, which will be followed by a presentation of our junior section boys, which will also be a dance.
इतिहास का मैं आईना तहसीब का नमक सुनहरा गंगा जमुना मेरी आंखें मैं नए भारत का चेहरा मैं कल भी था मैं आज भी हूँ मैं नवयुग का अंदाज भी हूँ सारी दुनिया का घर मुझ में इस मिट्टी का आदर मुझ में मैं देशभक्त भी कर रहा हूँ
so much, young children, for installing that spirit of patriotism in us. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Our next presentation, ladies and gentlemen, is a creative dance titled The Cycle of Nature, to be performed by the junior boys, choreographed by our past pupil, Shillong, an acclaimed dancer of Shillong.
In cycles old as whispering trees, we find the tale of time's life. The tale begins in rustling leaves where light space. A babe meets world with curious eyes in nature's cradle under the skies. Nurture. As time flows on, desires grow. Man seeks more land and rivers flow. With eager hands, he shapes the earth, forgetting the grounds of his own birth. With greed ablaze, he claims his stake. Ignoring the balance, he does break. In silence, brooms and streams lament. A paradise now almost spent. destruction. But nature, she's the silent, watchful queen. In final act, a dance of reckoning fair, she cleans her throne with fire, water, air. As ashes settle on a silent land, a humbling reminder of nature's hand. And yet, amidst the chaos, a bud anew, a promise in the morning dew, a chance for harmony, a pact revered. In death and birth, the cycle still.
That was a presentation by the junior section of our school, and we are thankful and obliged to our Education Minister for being around for so long and watching the performance and thus encouraging our young ones. Moving on with the program, we now have a series of academic prizes. And may I invite on stage Shri Laban sir, if you could give away some of the prizes. These are the academic prizes for the year 2022 for the rank holders in various classes. We begin with class 5 promotion exams. The first position was secured by Kritik Paul Kritik Paul of class 5. Kritik Paul of class 5. The second prize had gone to Safwan H. Mazumdar. Kritik Paul, if he is here. Kritik Paul. Hurry up. Safwan H. Mazumdar. Safwan H. Mazumdar. Third, Shomojyoti Paul. Third, Shomojyoti Paul. Shomojit Paul. Shomojit Paul. Class 6, first prize. First position was bagged by Pritham Nath. Then class 7 now, class 6, last year's class 6, Pritham Nath. Second, Raihan Lalu. Second, Raihan Lalu. Third, Pratik Sharma. Third, Pratik Sharma. Third, Pratik Sharma. Class 7 final exam. The first position was bagged by Toshik Das Gupta. Toshik Das Gupta. Second, Ankit Roy. Second, Ankit Roy. Toshik Das Gupta. Second, Ankit Roy. Third, Prithendu Das. Ankit is absent. Third is Prithendu Das. Class 7 first position, Daume Ward. Daume Ward. Class 7 first position in the final examination. Second, Rajkumar Sunar. Rajkumar Sunar. Third, Dagupar Khongla. Third, Dagupar Khongla. Third is Dagupar Khongla. We move on to class 9. These boys are in class 10 now. The first position had gone to Manthan Sarkar. Manthan Sarkar. Second, Vishal Roy. Vishal Roy. Third, Sunny Bamon. Third, Sunny Bamon. Class 10 selection test, the first position was bagged by Shubhajit Dev. Shubhajit Dev. Shubhajit Dev, second by Shubhratik Dev. Shubhratik Dev. Third, Vivek Kawar. Third, Vivek Kawar. They all in class 11 now, and our best wishes to them. Class 11 promotion test. The first position had gone to Sohan Bhattacharjee. Sohan Bhattacharjee, they are from the science stream. Second position, Abhijit Dev. Third, Devdeep Chanda. Sohan, wait a minute. Sohan, wait a minute. Award. Abhijit Dev and Devdeep Chanda. I stopped you all here because I need a promise that the way we celebrated 100 years, it will be the same next year. And the others here. We need positions, right?
We'll try to do the same. We'll make sure that our school's name is held up high. We'll try our level best.
Thank you boys. Take your seats. Moving on to commerce stream, 11 commerce of last year, 12 commerce this year. First position had gone to Dipankar Barua. What is this biasness, commerce? What is this biasness? Sir, Dipankar is an acclaimed cricketer too. Second, Pankaj Datta. Dipankar, wait a minute. Pankaj Datta, third, Imazul Haq Lashkar. Imazul. And now we need a promise.
I promise I will try my best to get the position. Yes, miss. Even I'll try my best to get my position.
To make sure what is doing on the 2 years won't be.
Thank you so much, boys. Thank you so much. And now we have the position holders of 12 science last year in selection test. And yes, Arnab Datta had got the first position. So Arnab's mother, she is here once again. Followed by Shubham Das. Shubham Das who had bagged the second position. And Kunal was at third. Kunal is absent, I believe. He's in Bengalee, sir. Moving on to 12 commerce selection test results. Here, Akshat Das had bagged the first position. Akshat Das had bagged the first position. He claimed for himself the 4th rank in 12 commerce. Akshat Das. The second position was bagged by Rishabh Purkaisto. Rishabh Purkaisto, the second position, and he went on to bag the first position with record 4 highest marks. Third, Supal Degna. Supal, of course, missed a position just on the fringes. Our best wishes to all of them. At this moment, I see someone here. Devraj Nag, may we have you here for a moment, please? Actually, Devraj started the policy of getting the first rank in the board finals. And once it happens, it becomes a habit. Yes, boys? Yes. So here is Devraj Nag. 2 years back, he had got the first position in commerce stream. Now he is in St. Edmund's College pursuing
my bachelor's degree, BCom. I'm in the 5th semester right now. I hope the policy that we started, it continues in the future also. All the best, everyone.
Thank you. And thank you, Devraj. And why I call Devraj here is because our toppers always encourage our juniors. Be it guiding them how to study, they act as an inspiration. and that is why they are where they are. Thank you, Devraj. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Our next presentation is a piano recital by a student of class 12, Aniket. Aniket will be accompanied by Tanmay Das and Parikshit Chaudhary. you, Aniket. That was enthralling indeed. Moving on with the prize distribution, may I invite on stage our principal, Shri G.K. Das. Sir, would you please come up to the dais to give away some of the prizes? I now invite on stage our esteemed Sir Deb Roy to kindly come up to the dais and give away some of the prizes. These are sponsored prizes for the academic year 2022. We have the Bijoy Madhav Memorial Scholarship for first position holder in class 9 for the academic year 2022, and that goes to Manthan Sarkar. Manthan's position holder in class 8 for academic year 2022. Da Umay Ward. Hurry up. We have, the next would be followed by Bidruhi Gobi Nojrul Islam Award for the best student of class 9 for academic year 2022. Once again, Manthan Sarkar. Lots of prizes for class 9. So this year's class 9, back up. This is D.P. Chaudhary sponsored award for the best result in HSSLC science for academic year 2022, and obviously it's Arnav Datta. Arnav Datta. The next would be Vidyut Bhattacharjee sponsored prize for scoring highest marks in physics in HSSLC science for academic year 22. Back, please wait. That is once again Arnav Datta. Proud mother indeed. See guys what you all can give to your mothers. I think the best day of their lives. The best day of their lives. Ex-student sponsored prize for the best result in SSLC examination for academic year 2022, Devashish Dey. Devashish Dey. Absent. Somajit, you'll be collecting on his behalf. So Somajit is collecting the award on his behalf. Upendra Kumar Nath Memorial Scholarship for meritorious student of different classes, sponsored by Srimati Alpuna Sham. This year it goes to Sangma Paul of class 5, Pritham Nath of class 6, Prithendu Das of class 7, Shaptoshi Nag of class 8, and Anish Chandra Paul of class 9. Somajit Paul, is he there? Yes, hurry up. Somajit, just wait a minute. Somajit Paul, Pritham Nath, Prithendu Das, Shaptoshi Nag, Anish Chandra Paul. Our last prize in this category, special sponsored prize for scoring highest mark in Bengalee in HSSLC examination for academic year 2022, sponsored by Joyanti Deb. That goes to Tonmoy Paul.
Roy, sir. Thank you so much for being a part of the celebration. God bless you with good health always. May I now invite on stage our former Vice Principal, Dr. Mrs. Rita Ghosh, to kindly come up and give away some of the prizes. These are, we move on to the last category of prize. These are special, these sponsored prizes for scoring 80% and above in English and additional English in either SSLC or HSSLC examination for the academic year 2022-23, and of course it's sponsored, as you can guess, the one who shouts the most, me. So here once again we have, as obvious, Arnav Datta. He scored 90 in English. He missed out the highest by 3 marks. It's a medal in recognition of making us proud. Arnav Datta, Janai, you are there? A quiet and silent boy, but he has made me proud. Kunal Das, I guess he's absent. Mek Enbok Kelep. Orilan Lato, yes, come up. It's your achievement, our pride. Come up. Rahul Kuri's guardian is here. Sanjay Jidwa. In fact, the other day when Sanjay was informed about his prize, he was so shocked that he called me up to ask, Miss, actually, do I have a prize? Yes, of course you have, Sanjay. Sanjay Jidwa. Shubham Das. Shubham, this is all for your effort. Tanmay Paul. Akshat Das. Biplab Sarkar, you all have made me proud. And of course, how do I forget Rishabh Purkaisto? He could not get the highest in English, but his marks are highest in the school, of course. He got 92 out of 100. Thank you, Rishabh. Moving on to another category of sponsored, we move on to the prize distribution for our cricket team and its proud coach, who have given us the trophy of the champions. So may I have the entire cricketing team of a school of this year on the stage, please, with their coach. We have small mementos for you all. With their coach, Purajit Mandal, who is of course our former student.
All of you come for a photograph, please. Coach, come in the middle. No, please come in the middle.
Three.
Thank you, sir.
In absentia, they are connecting Snehal and Wasim. They're connecting for Snehal and Wasim. Thank you. Moving on to the last category of prize, which will be followed by a Bhangra dance from the students of the school. This is once again a sponsored prize, sponsored by the family of Shri Partho Bhattacharjee and Shri Indranil Bhattacharjee in the memory of late Baroda Bhattacharjee and his wife. This is a sponsored prize that goes to Pratham Nath of class 7 and Prithendu Das of class 8. This prize is for the boys in whom we have seen the desire and the wish to move ahead in life, where academics and their sincerity is concerned. So Pratham Nath of class 7 and Prithendu Das of class 8 get the Baroda Bhattacharjee sponsored prize for the year 2022. Thank you, Mrs. Ghosh, for giving away prizes. So with this, we come to the end of the prize distribution. We will have the Bhangra dance, which will be followed by the vote of thanks and the national anthem.
Adjust your steps. Start.
3, 2, 1. DJ Joseph in the mix.
Thanks, and that is once again, it's on me, the responsibility. So at the outset, vote of thanks we cannot begin unless I thank our Almighty Heavenly Father for giving us this day. A day with promises of sunshine as the weather report goes and also for our school. Our humble gratitude to
to the Honorable Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Conrad and Sangma, who was the chief guest, for having spared his time in our midst. Honorable Education Minister of Meghalaya, Shri Rakam A. Sangma, for being there generously till he wanted and we wanted him to be around to encourage our boys for the cultural program, and he agreed to do so. Sir, a word of thanks to you for that. A word of gratitude for Padma Shri Banas Chaudhary for being here and being our able guide always. For our special invitees, Bar David, Sir Nava Bhattacharji, Ma'am Srimlet Dakhar, Sri Rapil Wajri, Basun of Right Laban Darbar, by Edward of Laban Darbar, ASO East Castle Hills, representative of DHT Education Department, members of the press, both electronic and printing, all the heads of the institutions, their teachers of the different schools who have been here, our well-wishers, our invited guests, our alumni who have been here with us, and definitely without you all this day would not have been possible. And thanking everyone, how do I forget, our dear school students for being what you are, the mischievous imp that you all are, from you. Our volunteers, without your silent contribution, no work is possible, and I would like to thank the volunteers of the entire year-long program. Each day you have performed to the maximum and even beyond that of your capacity. Thank you, boys. And my dear colleagues, do I thank you all? No, it's our school, right? But yes, on a personal level, I would like to thank even each and every one of you for tolerating my tantrums. I shouted, I screamed, and yes, you all accepted it, all in good humor. Thank you all. Let this day come year after year so that our school goes from strength to strength. God bless all. With this we come to the end of the formal session of the program, but we now have the national anthem, and I would like to request our students to remain seated after the anthem, and only after the guests have departed they are. Thank you.
Sound of sound.